Good morning, everyone. Big Sky back on you again today. So I had a thought today, and I don't know why it's popped in my head, but I was thinking about babies and parents that are together and parents that shouldn't be together and all that kind of stuff. Basically, this is about if you have a baby, it doesn't mean you have to stay together. So I'm gonna go into my personal life a little bit. So my mom and dad met in high school, and my mom was a basically a freshman. My dad was a senior. My dad ended up graduating. My mom and them kind of, I think, talked, weren't dating. When she graduated, they moved in together in Lawrence. And then about a few months into that, they found out they were having me. And then they stayed together during the pregnancy. And then after I was born, after a little bit, my mom and dad decided not to stay together. I tell you what, that was one of the best decisions they could ever make. Because I tell you what, if you had met my mom and dad, you would understand why they shouldn't be together. They are completely opposite, different points of view, different, I guess, uh, legal. I mean, everything about them is different. I mean, you couldn't understand how they got together when they were in high school. I hear they were about the same, but I don't believe it. Over the years, I've seen friends of mine, strangers, and all that, who are either married or stay together because of kids. And I understand. You want them to grow up normal. You want them to have a normal life. You want them to have the picket fence and the dog and whatever. Maybe a sibling or two. But if you're only staying with somebody because of a kid, don't do it. Because in the long run, it's going to hurt the kid more than help it. Because if you two don't love each other, then it's not going to work. You might be able to make it work, but it won't work the way you think it's going to work. There'll be a lot of toxicity, fighting, trying to make the kid like one more or the other. Basically, just fighting over the kid, even though you're together. I mean, it works out so much better if somehow you have a kid and you don't end up staying together. That's okay at least, because at least you're honest. I mean, you can be good parents. You don't have to be husband and wife. I mean, I've seen people do that, and they are so much better for it. I mean, now after 26 years, I mean, my dad's been married to a new woman of the love of his life for almost 23, and my mom is finally getting married to the man of her life after 15 years on and off. I mean, in the end, it worked out for the better because they're not in unhappy relationships. I mean, is anyone fully happy? I mean, no. I mean, there's always work to be done and there's always discussions, but they aren't miserable in relationships. At least, I mean, there's at least some love between the two. At least it's not like, oh God, like I have to go home to her, or I have to go home to him, or stuff like that. I mean, here's the thing. One thing you always gotta practice. If you guys don't want kids yet, or you're not trying to, safe sex, condoms, birth control, any of that. I mean, go to the free clinic, go see your doctor. If you are planning on, I don't know how to describe it. If you want to expand on your relationships, be safe. But don't do it too early. Don't do it because you think it's the right thing. Do it because you love each other and it's the right time. I, for one, would say wait until you're 18, but no one ever waits till then, or some do, but some don't. I mean, love is love, and teenage brain is a mess that we fully can't understand anymore because we're all adults now, or just getting out of adulthood or whatever. But you just have to think about anything you do before you do anything, because every decision you make about love in your life, or any decision you make about something between you two, affects you some way. And especially if you have a kid along the way, every decision you two make between each other affects the kid, or kids if you have more than one. But don't do something just because you think it's going to be better for the kid. Do something that's going to be better for all of you, because you want a happy family, not a miserable family. Because you get a miserable family, you're not going to have any fun at all. So that's basically my pitch on don't stay together just because of a kid, or and all that fun stuff. Because in the end, it affects the kid more than you would ever think possible. This is Big Sky. If you got any questions or comments, please comment below. Hope everyone's having a wonderful weekend so far. Have a good day. Peace.